Welcome back to another episode of Amanda's Kitchen. Today we're making Mediterranean stuffed pork tenderloin. For this recipe we will need pork loin, spinach, olive oil, balsamic vinegar, feta cheese, red pepper flakes, bacon, Dijon mustard, garlic, and rosemary. First we're going to add olive oil and red pepper flakes. Then we'll add our garlic. We'll let that cook for just a few minutes. Now that the pan's heated up a bit, we're going to go ahead and add in our bacon. Give that a stir. We definitely don't want to burn the garlic. That's never a good thing. Now add the spinach. Spinach overboard! The spinach is going to look like a lot going in. Once it starts to cook, it will wilt down. The spinach cooks pretty quickly. You can see that it's already wilted down to just a small amount. And it's almost done. Now that the spinach is cooked, we're going to set that aside and move on to the pork tenderloin. Now it's time to cut the pork tenderloin so we can put in the filling. We're just going to take a knife and cut down the center of the pork tenderloin, and it's going to open up just enough for us to get the filling in. You do not want to go all the way through. And we'll do that to the second one. Okay. Easy peasy. While the spinach mixture is still warm, we'll add our feta cheese. Give that a stir. To combine. Split the mixture in half. One will go in one pork tenderloin and one in the other. Now it's time to add the filling to the split pork tenderloin. With a spoon, you're just going to place it down the center of the sliced pork tenderloin. It's okay if it's a little bit messy. It'll still taste delicious. All right, on to the second one. If you do not like feta cheese, you can also use goat cheese. And if you don't like goat cheese, just substitute for any cheese that you like. Maybe even a Parmesan or something like that. Also, you can add sun-dried tomatoes, would be an excellent addition to this recipe. To make the glaze, we'll start by adding our balsamic vinegar in a small bowl. I got this from Pampered Chef. We'll also add in our garlic, our Dijon mustard, and our rosemary. Give that a good stir. Now we're cooking. We're going to brush the glaze along the edge of the pork loin. We're going to try to get in there all the crooks and crannies.
Crooks and crannies.
Nooks and cranny? Nooks? All the nooks and cranny and the crooks and cranny. What's it called?
Nooks and crannies?
Crooks. It's not crooks.
Comment below if you know how to say that.
I'm going to lift up the pork loin and get it good on the bottom too. Try not to lose the filling on top. Last bit. If you enjoyed these videos, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit the bell and you can get notifications each week. We've got our oil in our cast iron skillet. I love my cast iron skillet. You can do so much with it. If you want to know where to get one, look in the description below for a link. All right, we might get a little messy, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take our pork tenderloin stuffed and add it to our cast iron skillet. You definitely want to hear the sizzle when you put it in. We're looking for a crust on the bottom of the pork tenderloin. We're going to let that cook for just a few minutes, and then we're going to put it in the oven to bake. Now that our pork tenderloin has been cooking for just a few minutes, we're going to look at the bottom. We've got caramelization on the bottom, so that's exactly what we want. We're going to turn the heat off, put our lid on it, put it in a preheated 350-degree oven until the internal temperature of the pork loin is 145 degrees. I love my cast iron skillet. We can go from the stovetop straight to the oven. Ooh. Let's cut into this and see how it looks. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. Now, to see how it tastes. The flavor from the feta cheese is awesome. And the rosemary, the flavor that it brings to it is so good. This is amazing. You definitely need to try it.
I have a feeling that this is gonna be very good. It's good. I like it.